first weeks for the Shazam movie. So they're making another Shazam movie. And it's coming out this year because they pushed it up to this year, which they delayed Aquaman and Flash. And Flash is now coming out in the summer, which means they do have a summer movie, which Shazam was originally supposed to release in the summer. But yep, the movie begins with the daughters of Atlas, Hespera, and Calypso breaking into museum to steal magic artifact. Leo Shazam saves people on a collapsing bridge. There's a montage parodying Snack Says films of various specialists debating whether the Shazam family is friend or foe. The Shazam family has been drifting apart lately as everyone is growing older and discovering their own particular interests and aspirations. Billy is particularly worried that when he turns 18, he's out of Aid's foster system. And fears that he'll have to read frescoes in the heavens. He can also communicate with the spirit of the wizard who tells him that he must step up as a leader and inspire the others to keep fighting to protect the world. Billy is concerned he can't do it alone, and he gets very clingy to everybody to keep fighting crime together, even though when they have other things to do. Billy has a crush on Wolverine to a gag where we see her from the back like Superman in the first movie, and she turns as the wizard in a week. The wizard reveals Billy can unlock new powers as he matures both physically and mentally. At school, Billy and Freddy meet a new student, Anne, and Freddy and Anne become attracted to each other. Anne turns out to be a sister of Hipita and Calcipo, come to Earth to warn the Shazam of a family that her sisters are planning to destroy the world. Hipita and Calcipo kidnap Freddy and Anne and take them to the kingdom in another dimension. The rest of the family goes there to rescue them. The daughters of Atlas use the magic artifacts to contain their father's power and reveal that they want revenge of the killer wizard that killed Atlas. The family rescues Freddy and Anne to the Rock of Eternity, where Billy uses the magic pen named Steve to write a letter to Hespera according to a truce. Sam and Hespera we at the hamburger, and Hespera admits her father was a tyrant, accepts her truce, and leaves Earth, but Calcipo wants revenge. Calcipo arrives in a dragon and attacks the city of an army of magic creatures. There is a gag where Dara meets aggressive unicorns and tames them with Skittles. The family arrives and fights Calcipo, but gets defeated. Hespera figures that they're just kids and tries to stop Calcipo, but she kills Hespera and leaves to destroy the world. As a wizard champion, Billy is the only one who can stop her, but might be a suicide mission. He is ready to do it alone, but the rest of the family insists on coming along, even the foster parents. Billy realizes that they truly love him after all. Billy fights Calcipo with a baseball bat while he's about to destroy the world. They wrestle for control of the staff, but Billy breaks it because it explodes that disintegrates Calcipo and a dragon. Billy reverts to a teenage form and dies in the strains. The family boards him, and Anne turns him into Billy in the kingdom, which is now hers. The scene is clear reference to Superman's death in BVZ. Wonder Woman attends the funeral and notices the broken step. As the goddess herself, she mends the step back together and uses it of her own power and uses it to revive Billy, who happily reunites with his family. So that means his death was kind of pointless then, because he gets revived anyways. Which basically means the staff is basically like the Dragon Ball from Dragon Ball, a plot device probably used to revive characters from the dead. It isn't a bad one, but it's basically like Dragon Ball again, where they're just reviving characters that are supposed to be dead. Dr. Savannah and Mastermind don't appreciate and not reference at all, and there's no post-credit scenes, at least not the test screening. So yeah, again, take this with a grain of salt, obviously, because the movie is coming out, in 6 months, so these details will most likely not be all correct. So that's basically about Shazam, Fury of the Gods. And that's basically about this video. Goodbye.